Hi and welcome. I'm John and this is Unique Wargaming Terrain. Guys, welcome back. For everyone that's new, this is a terrain build. All my regulars here, guys, I feel love. Thank you very much. I'll see you in a second. So what am I doing this today? I was going to build something for Ash Wastes, Necromunda Ash Wastes. A very, very cool idea, very something I wanted to do, but it wouldn't just be used for that, it'd be used for other game systems as well. However, there's some stuff being released soon, 28th, I believe, of this month, or something like that, 27th, something like that. But it's the end of the month, it's been released. But it's stuff to do with 40k, Warhammer, blah 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 blah, Necromunda, and they've teased a few of the new gangs that are in the Ash Wastes, the new expansion for Necromunda, or new game of Necromunda, which is fantastic. So I'm holding off on that for a minute. So what I'm going to do this today, I want to build. I built the Necromunda buildings before, and a couple of weeks ago, and I'm actually still, wow, that's fantastic. I want to do something similar, not to them, but something different. But a crazy idea, as I always do. But I'm doing it on one of these tiles. Okay, now these tiles are 11 inches by 15 inches, and they go with the board sections up there. So essentially, it's a tile that can be used with those for games of 40k or Killteam. You can even play Necromunda if you want to. But at the same time, saying it is going to be a freestanding piece, like the ones, like the buildings I did a couple of weeks ago. So it could be used on top of those. It could be used with the ones I made, or with the big build that I made a long time ago. And I want to try and have it the same height. Yeah, so they can link up with each other and everything else with bridges and whatnot. So that's what I'm going to be doing today. Now my initial thought is some sort of square coming up in the middle with different platforms and stuff. Pretty cool idea. But I'm just trying to think of what way to do. I didn't want to use, I could use a cat food box, but I didn't want to use that. It's quite big and chunky. I wanted to use this and use it. So I'm humming and hawing at the moment. But what the first thing I need to do before I do anything like that is I need to paint the edge of this board black. Yeah, and give it a once over of black. But what I might do is just hot glue some cereal card or pizza box card to the top, and then I can spray it with a rattle can. Now the rattle cans I am using, they're absolutely fantastic. They don't usually melt the polystyrene, so it's good, but I will be safe than sorry. So I'm going to get on with doing that, and I'll come back to you in a second, guys. So after potting around looking for material to use to make this central tower, I was going to use cafe box and this and that, and I said in the end I'm going to use some foam board. Now what I've done is I've measured this, two of these together. Okay, it's 105 mils. I've also got I also measured the foam itself. I measured the foam board itself, which is another 5 mils thick. So in total is 110 mils. So what I've done is I've cut a piece that is 110 mils, okay, and then I've measured it at 1 inch intervals, put a mark on it. Now I'm going to cut it at 1 inch intervals to give me 1 inch strips. I can then glue those strips together to give me an L shape to use the same way that these are used. Okay, so I'm going to cut that and come back to you when I've glued them together. So what I've done, I haven't hot glued those yet. What I decided to do was to work out the height of the tower. I want 3 floors on it, so it's going to be about 330 mils, okay, to the top. So I've cut the 4 pieces. So the plan is to hot glue them together in a square. Okay, can't pick it up, but it's in a square. And the little off cut piece over here is to cut that just into like rectangular strips, then cut it at an angle, corner to corner, and then use that to brace the corners to pull them together even more. and then I will start putting the flooring down. See you, guys. Here's where we're at so far, guys. Yeah, I didn't go with the triangle in the end. I just cut the square and just glued it there, and you know, so look at the inside so you can see the same. Yeah. Now I'm just trying to work out, do I take a piece of this, measure the distance of this, yeah, and add a little bit onto it, and draw the square in there, and cut that square out, and then have this whole piece just to slide over the top, and then hot glue the legs onto it when it gets to the height it needs to get to? Or am I going to do the same thing but in foam board? It's a bit easier to work with. Because this is easy to work with, but it's just a nightmare to cut the, you know, and also need to tile the base first as well before I start working around it. So I'll come back to you when I've figured out what I'm doing and I've glued the first one on, because then I know where I'm going from there. See you, guys. As you just saw on the hyperlapse, it's coming along nicely. Yeah, I was going to do stairs coming up here, but I don't know if I'm going to be able to now because of the gap. I might just do a ladder coming running all the way down either side, you know, this side and this side, because I want to put a platform on top here, but I don't know, we'll see where we're getting in a minute. Anyway, let's jump back so you get a good look. That's the height of it, guys. See you in a second. So as you saw from the little picture there, you've seen the structure halfway taking shape. I went absolutely crazy on it. There's so much on there now. I've got the top piece down there, the underside of it sprayed. I need to go around that piece now and just look for the wispy bits. Now it is heavy in the middle, so it is not difficult to move, but you just have to move it with two hands and be careful. I can't wait to actually get some spray on that, but when I spray that, it's going to be a pain in the backside to spray. There's not a lot to spray because I've been spraying that's been going, but there's still bits here and there, and I still have to keep turning it. And I want to show you, but I want to bang show you at the end of it. But wow, once it's been sprayed down with black spray, and the top piece, because I need to flip that, yeah, and spray that as well underneath, and then hot glue the flooring bits to it. Yeah, when I've done that, and then hot glue it to the actual piece, and it's just a dry brush the whole thing. So the next time you see me, that will be finished. That's all I need to do. You don't need to see me spraying it or dry brushing it with some silver and some, you know, beaten copper rust effect. You know, if you want to see something like that, just comment below and I'll do that, but you don't need to see that. There's some components on there that you're going to go, oh, where'd you get it from? How do you, you know, at the end when I show you the finished piece, I'll go through bits and pieces and show you, you know, this is from this and this is from that, and okay. But I'm actually blown away by that. That's actually fantastic. See you soon, guys. Right, so I've I haven't even dry brushed it yet. I brought it over here to just bring it close to this, like this side, and just take off any wispy bits that I find. And I thought, you know what, I'm going to tease you a little bit, so you can see the height of it already. See me, guys. Ready? Right, so what we're going to do, I'm going to go through bits and pieces that I used. Some bits, some people are going to go, what's that? What's this? Obviously, this is just corrugated card. These are space dividers. They're in L shape, so I just hot glue it underneath. This is the one that I already cut down a while ago. Now this interesting piece, it's like mesh type material. This is actually where they used to make casts when you break your leg and stuff. Not plaster of Paris, but there's another type of material they use, which is this. It's like a bandage, but it's just a bit more rigid, and it takes the paint very well, as you can see. The problem with this one is it's blue. You can still see blue coming through from the inside. It's not, you know, can't help that. This is a lid from a filler pot for the mix. This device, I'm not 100% sure. I believe it comes inside a big cardboard tube where we have big bags at work that go inside cages to put rubbish into. I believe that's where it's from. I can't remember. But I was going to have some cotton wool smoke coming out here, but I decided not to. Wall plugs. Just stuck nicely next to each other. This is the sprue with the hot glue. Now, what else we got? This is a sprue just stuck on the wall. There's a space divider in there, you see it? And this piece here is what the wall plugs come on. There's some lids there, just stacks up nice. Let's go around this side so you can see properly. Yeah. There's also a space divider, a bit of cardboard, and then 2 lids stuck on. And this is just the bit on the left, the right here with the 2 holes in it. There's another on the other side. I believe they're the little extras you get when you buy a bit of furniture and they have to put it on the wall or whatever it is. Bits of foam mix just to hold it together, make a ramshackle little barricade. But there's 2 questions. Sorry, there's 3 questions. Question number 1. How is it going to look with all the other Necromunda pieces of terrain that I made? We'll see in a second. Question number 2. How does it look with models on it? We'll see that in a second. Question number 3. Do you like it? Here we are. Just absolutely, I'm blown away. Ignore the state of this. This is a ramshackle bridge I just put together very, very quickly. Just to show you the distance I can do with these type of things. It's previous ones, yeah. This is one of the first ones that I made. I got more of these, but I didn't get them all out because there's just too many there to get out and try and fill this small area of table. Let's have a look at. Go around this side. The little scatter piece of terrain. Yeah. There's one thing missing. Models. And here we go. Just going to run you through. I'm not going to tell you what things are. If you don't know what they are, check a comment below, I'll let you know.